Hello, today is June the 3rd. This is TJ from Fat Boy's Garden with an update on my container tomatoes. Just wanted to come up here and give you guys an update on these tomatoes. These are the tomatoes that I planted on, I want to say, there it is right there. I planted those tomatoes on April the 17th. Look at these tomatoes. It has been a little over a month, and look at how tall those tomatoes are. Those things are just absolutely humongous. And I went ahead on and I ran the bamboo stakes up on them a couple days ago because they just have really just taken off growing. And every single one of those, out of those 6 plants in there, every single one of them have some form of a tomato on it. There's it's called a mortgage lifter, but I sure do hope that tomato there is going to get a lot bigger than that. We're going to see if it truly is a mortgage lifter. And then around here, that's a nice little surprise there. Got a couple of them growing there. Got some more here. So we just got all kinds of tomatoes up here. I am just totally shocked that these tomatoes did this well up here. Never would have believed it. Back here we have, what is this, black cherry tomato? And it's starting to fill up with tomatoes. And around the front side here, let's see if we can zoom in and catch those tomatoes right there. See them there coming into focus? And there's probably 6 or 7 of those in there. Those bad boys are just truly doing well. I am so happy about these tomatoes up here. This is the only spot that I get about 3 hours of sunlight. And that's just sunlight just for those tomatoes and that squash there. Let's go down the hill here. Let's take a look at what we got going on down the hill down here. Let's see how the tomatoes are doing over here in my raised bed. Another experiment of mine. Another one that I'm just totally shocked and surprised with. Here's some tomatoes here. I still got to transplant those. I ain't figured out yet what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to transplant them and do something with them. And over here, let's see. That one's a Better Bush, and it's got a tomato on it. Over here we got a Margrove, and it's got tomatoes on it. Down below, a couple of them coming up in the middle. There's a couple of them up at the top. And then over here, I don't know what's going on with that, but look at that nice little cluster of tomatoes there. And that is a Rutgers tomato. So everything on that one is down below. And over here we have another Better Bush, and it's got tomatoes down below. I got to do something with this basil though, because this basil is actually dying right there on the bush. So we got to get something did with this basil. And looks like apparently my whatever those things are, I don't know what they are, but they're supposed to bring butterflies, and apparently they're doing their job because my tomato plants are doing really, really well. Let's go around front up here. And there's Mr. Milo. Hey Milo, say hello. I call him Poochie. Hey Poochie. Hey Poochie. There you go. Come on, let's go look at the tomatoes around front. Let's take a look up here. I've got one tomato here that I really didn't expect for it to do well. And I just transplanted a second one in that bucket a couple days ago. But the first one that I put in there on May 21st died off, so I got another one in there. I don't expect for that one to grow anyway, because there's no sunlight hitting that one. Here's the one that's next to it. That's a Brandywine as well, and look at how tall that thing's gotten. And that's been in there since May 21st, so we're talking probably 2 weeks ago. Over here, we have a Moneymaker. That one's doing well. Over here we have another money maker. That one is doing well. But look at this black crim. That one is really showing its stuff. It's growing like crazy. May 21st, and that plant is probably about 10 inches tall. And there's his brother sitting right next to it. But these are the ones that have shocked me. 1 week before I planted those, I planted these. This is a yellow pear, and it's already exceeding itself out of the bucket already. Look at that thing. It's, I mean, out of the cage already. It's already taller than the cage. And over here we've got an Aunt Ruby German green. And then next to it we got a Cherokee green. And it's not doing too bad itself. We got a lemon boy there. That one's already up to the second rung on that tomato cage. Then we got another Aunt Ruby's German green. Look at that one. That one is almost to the top of the cage as well. And then on the end over there we got a yellow pear. And today when I came home from work, look at what I seen. It already has some fruit growing on it. So I'm just so happy with these tomatoes out front here. These all get full sunlight all day. All day these get sunlight. And last year my tomato plants grew to over 8 feet tall. So I decided to go with some more determinate varieties this year to keep from having to come out here with a step ladder to pick tomatoes. But if I have to come with my step ladder, that's okay too. But I'm going to have lots of tomatoes and lots of varieties of tomatoes. Well, that's going to be all for now. This is TJ from Fat Boy's Garden. See you next time.